So what's up, man?
Coolin', man.
You know what I want to hear, right?
What you want to hear?
Baby!
Yo, you know what it is? Buffet Boys, we back in the building. Episode... I don't even know what episode this is. This is episode...
Yeah, I'm lost.
It's 60-something. Who gives a fuck? We're back. We're back. And listen, take it or leave it. Whatever you want. We're back. And, hey, man, it feels good to be back. We've been gone for a minute.
Yes, sir.
We provided probably one of the best interviews, probably one of the best content-filled episodes that the Buffet Boys has dropped, and that was the interview with Alex Alonso. We'll get into that in a bit. But yo, let me get into these intros. Let's get the wheels greased and back on the road. You know who it is? It's your boy, the Salvadoran Sensation, and as always with me, it's my main man, 100 grand, the Hotep hustler himself, Mr. Kodak Brown, Mr. 32 Savage, the best import coming out of Mexico, Mr. Uber on deck, Mr. Becky on deck.
Ooh.
The Playboy Jazz Festival pimp. You know him best as the Dutch Dynamo.
Ooh, shit.
It's my main man, 100 grand. Vic, what's poppin', Vic?
Yo, what's up, Ed, man? Hey, it's been a long time, so we're gonna have to shake off this fucking rust,
Yeah,
man.
no, hey, man,
but
fuck it. You know what it is. We just gonna make it happen.
hey, but like you said, Ed, we did put out an episode that, in my opinion, that's the best thing we've done. It's my favorite thing we've done, at least. And man, that shit is dope. If you haven't listened to it yet, it's the last thing we've posted prior to this, so check it out.
Do yourself a favor.
Dope.
Do yourself a favor and listen to that episode. That shit was nothing but gems. And you know what? Since we're back, and it's been a minute since we've been back, Vic, I think we should have a little mini recap, you know, of just the interview, how we got to know Alex, and just I think maybe something we took away from that. Because to be quite honest with you, it was a great experience. It was a great experience to meet him, and the knowledge this guy dropped on us, man, was fucking amazing. So you know, we reached out to Alex. We were trying to provide some sort of content, something that was gonna captivate people, and we figured what better than to bring a gang expert, someone who's been engulfed in that culture. And this man has been doing it for well over 20 years. And he's a professor at USC, actually. And, you know, getting to talk to him, sitting down with him, like, seriously, within the first, I would say, 5 minutes or so, you're like, damn, this guy is a fucking just a box of knowledge, man. He was like, you could just feel it. Like, he was so on it. Any question that we would ask, it was just like, he already knew it. He already had it. You know, there was no, let me think about it. None of that shit. He was off the rip, off the top of the dome, and he just knew this shit. You could tell that he's been doing this shit for so long.
Yeah, man. So you know, like you said, I was kind of sitting there, and as we were asking him questions, like within the first 5-10 minutes, to me, I was just like, wow, this guy's fucking very knowledgeable, and he's kicking down knowledge. That I was just kind of in awe, but you know, like still listening to what he was saying, because we didn't really like this was pre-rehearsed. Like we kind of got an idea of he kind of got an idea of what we wanted to talk about, but we didn't give him the questions up front, you know, and we just kind of gave him a basic idea of what we were going for. And you know, he came with the knowledge, and he shared it a lot with us, and I think our preparation kind of kicked in, and we just had a really good conversation. On top of that, we were in the studio too, and it was good to kind of, you know, use that intimate space to kind of create a great dialogue.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think being down there, it was hot as fuck, but yo, just being in there and having that feel, and having Vic and I in the same room, and you know, having him in there, it was just fucking dope, and probably one of the best experiences doing the podcast so far.
For sure.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, just doing that alone kind of, and I don't know how you feel, Vic, but I think you're kind of on the same page. I felt like, okay, this is kind of the route that we want to take with the podcast. Still bring bullshit and do everything that we normally do, bring that funny shit, but gearing it toward these interviews that make you want to listen. And
I think we plan on making that more a part of our rotation. Like, we'll still have these episodes where we talk bullshit like we normally do, but then we'll just go ahead and drop, something real dope, some interview, and we have something in line, but we won't let the cat out of the bag yet.
That's right. Listen, all I can tell y'all, we gonna hit him with that heat, and soon enough you're gonna see it on our social media. You're gonna see, and you might see some sprinkles already, but you're definitely gonna see it in the coming weeks, man. This next interview that we got in store, that's just gonna be rocking, man. That's just gonna be rocking, and I'm excited. That's just gonna be. I'm excited just even thinking about it, man, because we got this individual for about 2 hours, and it's gonna be lit, to say the least.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't even want to like keep alluding to it because it's still a little bit down the road, not too far down the road. But,
the thing is that we got it locked, though. I think we pretty much have it locked. And
we got it locked.
The only way that this doesn't happen is if someone backs out of it. But other than that, the shit is pretty locked, loaded. Although, Vic, I'm thinking about we might have to end up changing the venue of where we're going to end up doing this. This
I was thinking about that, but that we don't need to let the people know about that.
Fucking show tunes and shit in the background. What the fuck was that? And then they gonna come and have the audacity and look at us like we're fucking up their whack ass whatever the fuck they were doing.
No, we gotta explain that situation. So I don't know if it really came through on. I heard it, but that's because I was aware. I don't know if the audience is aware of the music that was going on in the background. So in the studio we recorded in, it also has a stage and like mini theater area, and they were practicing like improv with music and like I don't know what the fuck it was, but we did it like a professional a podcast would do, and we just kind of rode through it and did what we did, and it ended up dope. And after we were done recording the episode, we were in the green room with Alex, and we were just talking, and we get a little excited about things, we get a little loud, but some dude, I don't know, he was a part of that whole.
This motherfucker came out excuse me.
Some European American with a fucking potato chip between his fucking cheeks, dog, came over all uptight,
mad,
and he just closed the door like.
and I apologized. I was like, "Oh, my bad." He's like, "It's fine." I was like, "Motherfucker, you don't get the fuck out of here with that whack ass." Better take your ass back to Greenleaf, dog, and fucking start serving those tables, because you ain't getting no gigs, motherfucker. Your shit was whack. The only thing that was dope about that, man, you know what? Maybe I should shut my mouth, because who knows if we never might need to use that studio. Like, hey, he was talking about Todd. He was talking about Todd.
Look, it's not. It wasn't the studio's fault.
Yeah.
Like they have to do what they got to do. But this guy in particular, he was just mighty uppity about his practice.
Yeah, I was look at these European Americans getting upset when you fucking up their fun.
Like, look at these brown guys. They have to have so much fun everywhere they go.
Oh, but when they want to close shit down, we gotta just take it, huh? Penal codes and whatnot. But you out here doing some whack ass, fake ass Wayne Brady shit, and you're like, yo, I'm telling you, Vic, when we were out in the green room, I could hear these fucking people in the back like screaming at the top of their lungs, and I'm like, yo, listen, them $200 that you're spending on this right now, yo, save that, invest that into a nice little apartment, because what y'all doing right now is fucking whack, fucking trash, dog.
Man, man, we don't gotta make it about them, man. We gotta make it about this guy in particular.
Yeah, so, maybe you're right.
Anyway,
maybe, whatever. The point is, yo, it was an amazing experience, and all I can tell you is that it was hot as fuck in that studio. So I don't know if we might.
Yeah, we were also big as fuck in that studio.
Yeah, we were. Yo, if y'all wanted to watch like the original twins, like Big Pud and Fat Joe, Listen, we was in that bitch heavy. Like, and when I mean heavy, no pun intended, but the levels on that joke were too much. But yo, we were in there. Luckily, Alex was cool. We had my little brother in the studio. He was the one providing all the free film, and we had him sweating like a little street rat. And but he hooked it up. He hooked it up. Luckily, he was a thin guy. I'm glad he's not like a big brolic individual. Like,
that would have been rough. That would have been too many people in there. And we also had the engineer in there too. So
she was chilling.
It was a lot of people in that small. Yeah, she was small too though. But there was a lot of people in that small ass room.
You know what I was told, because I was like, damn man, it's fucking hot as fuck. And like, damn, they got no AC. And I thought, well, I don't think they can have AC because you could pick it up. And I was told that, yeah, when you're in a studio, they'll have AC, but it's a particular type of AC that they have to install so that, you know, if you have like those padded walls and padded rooms, you know, won't pick it up. So I don't know.
Oh.
But
yeah, they didn't have that.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They had us sweating in that motherfucker. But yo, nonetheless, it was an amazing experience. And yo, we are about to bring some more content, especially this next interview, and with a couple other interviews that we kind of already have on the docket and on the radar. And hopefully some big things.
But but let them know, hey, make sure you go check out streetgangs.com if you want more information on Alex. Big thanks to Alex and streetgangs.com.
Yeah, big shout out to Alex
for doing an interview with us. If y'all want to show him some love, go ahead and check him out on Instagram and Twitter. Alex Alonso 101 on both Twitter and Instagram, and then Street Gangs on Instagram.
Yeah, and he just hit his 100 millionth view on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, he said he's gonna throw a party.
So we were invited.
I told him. I told him we better be invited.
We were invited. But yeah, man. So it was amazing, man. Hopefully we can get back into one of these padded rooms and lay down some more dope shit for y'all. But
padded rooms, man. That's
an easy.
Sound like we're crazy, dog.
But that's an easy transition. Easy transition, yo. The biggest shit that's been popping, yo, was a Kanye West came back out of the fucking loony bin and
crazy, deranged.
And you know he's been out. What I tell you, Vic, he was out here talking that silly nonsense, and what was it for? So that he could go ahead and drop some fucking albums. And I guess he produced the Pusha T album, Daytona, which I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't bad. You know, Pusha T's album, he always goes for those, you know, those like off beats that aren't necessarily like bangers, but they're just, you know, it was a good album. It was a solid album. And then he decided to drop his album, Yay, which was a fucking snooze fest. And and then he, you know, hide your fucking shoelaces and your razor blades. He dropped another album with Kid Cudi called I don't know what it was called. I don't know. All I know is some like fake monster. It was like Kids See Monsters at Night or something. Anyway, it's bullshit also. Straight up.
It was called Skip. Skip this one.
Skip to the regular shit that I listen to. Yeah.
Look, Ev, I didn't even take a second to fucking think about listening to this album.
You didn't give Yeezy a chance?
Nah, fuck that, man. He fucked up too hard again. He's got to earn my respect again. I don't know what he's gonna have to do, but I ain't gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna feel bad about not listening to it. Nah, I'm good.
I don't think anybody feels bad.
He can go ahead and get streams from somebody else. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to the album. I listened to the Yay album. On the first listen, it was kind of whack to me. I listened to it on the phone, and there was one track. I think it's the first or the second track that I thought was pretty dope. But I wasn't really feeling it too much. And then I gave it a second shot, and I put it in the truck, and it I'm not gonna say it grew on me, but it sounded all right. It was a couple tracks. I mean, 7 fucking songs, man. I can't even call that shit a fucking album. That's an EP.
That's like a fucking EP.
That is
that's what I was gonna say.
Like, what the fuck? And then he dropped this other collab album with Kid Cudi. It's called Kids See Ghosts or some shit like that. Kids See Ghosts, and that's also 7 fucking tracks. And when I tell you, Victor, this album is just, dog, like Jesus Christ, man. Like how, like am I gonna keep listening to this? Like who the fuck is listening to this shit? Like seriously, like who is? I need to know who is sitting down listening to this music and saying, "Wow, this is art. This is masterful." Because what I heard, I was like, "This shit is whack. This shit is fucking garbage, dog. Straight up trash."
Oh man, like I said, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna waste my time. I mean, Kanye hasn't put out a good album in a long time anyway. On top of all the bullshit he's been doing lately, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the skip button. I'd rather listen to some other bullshit, dog. Yeah. You know what I listened to this weekend instead of that, dog? That? And I feel a little ashamed.
What's that?
You know who I listened to, dog?
Ooh, no, tell me.
Yo, I listened to some Tekashi, dog.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that
in the whip, dog.
That motherfucker's growing on me, dog. That motherfucker's growing on me.
Dog, it makes me sick to my stomach, dog, that I listened to a few songs. I was like, yo, this kind of knocks.
Just like that, too.
Dog, it made me sick like to my stomach, dog.
Knocks. Like, yo, like.
Oh, shit. Hey,
dog, blicky,
but you know what, though?
Blicky, licky on my blicky, blicky. Yeah, man.
But you know what? That little like rhyme scheme, or like, I don't know, I wouldn't even call that a rhyme scheme. That's giving it too much credit. That shit gets old real quick, dog.
I mean, but it is what it is for what it is, bro. It's that MOP. Yeah. Get these motherfuckers as wild and as hype, and you know, I'll tell you what, I would much rather listen to that, dog, than listen to the Paxil Prozac driven fucking Kanye West and Kid Cudi music, bro, because I can't listen. Like, I swear that album comes with like 2 Zolofts. I swear to God, because that shit is fucking like fucking depressing ass music, dog. I swear to God.
But there's a time. But here's the thing: is it like at least like good? Because there's a time and place for everything.
Like I said, there was one song that I felt that was really cool, but that, nah, man. Yeah, there is a time and place, dog. When you're going through the worst part of your fucking life, dog. When you've lost your job, you're fucking going bankrupt, your fucking wife is divorcing you, and your kids think you're a piece of shit. That's when you throw on the Kid Cudi album and be like, yeah, I'm here.
But you see, the thing is that like music about like a shitty part of your life can be like some of the best music you create.
Yeah, no, there's a
like, I don't feel like Kanye.
He doesn't do that though. Yeah. He doesn't do that.
Like, as much as Kanye says that he's a genius, he doesn't use that as like an influence to create a great piece of art. He just says that he's created a great piece of art, and that's it. Like, listen, like, you just gotta take his word for it.
Yeah, no, you don't have to take his word for it. That's the fuck. Yo, the most infuriating thing to me is going on social media and watching these fucking, and like just reading these comments about how this guy's a fucking genius and how it's the best thing. Like, get the fuck out of here. You don't even believe that shit yourself. Like, if you think that this is a masterpiece, what are you comparing it to? Like, what are you comparing it to? And then this fucking bozo like goes to Wyoming, of all fucking places, to have a listening party. Like, who the fuck is going to Wyoming? Like, really? That's what you're doing? Like, that's
that mega life, man. That mega life.
Yeah, it is that mega life. But you know, the people that are there are rocking with that shit, and that's my problem. My biggest issue is, if this was not Kanye, if this was Taylor Swift, oh my God, you'd be fucking dragging this girl all through the mud. Yes or no? If Taylor Swift was on TV with a MAGA hat talking about slavery was a choice, it'd be a rap. You would never hear from Taylor Swift ever fucking again. So why the fuck does Kanye West get a pass? I need to know this. I seriously need to know this.
Because he dropped Graduation, dog.
Nah, fuck that. That's like, listen, I got the same thing. It's although Kanye gets a bigger pass, I think, in my book, it's the same shit that we do with Lauryn Hill. How long are we gonna let this fucking lady rock with one album that was like 25 fucking years ago?
Yeah, dog, that shit's fire though.
It is fire, but yo, first of all, I can't keep waiting for her for 7 hours, dog, till she decides to get the fuck up, scratch her ass, and then go out and sing, and have me out there thinking like, yo, this shit was supposed to start at 11, it's 4. No.
Nah, she contributed to 2 historic albums.
The Fugees and her own album.
Yes. Okay.
But how long are we gonna let her fucking rock with that? Seriously.
Forever, dog. They were that influential.
All right. Well, she hasn't really said some crazy blasphemous shit like Kanye.
Yeah, dog. She just rocks with her fucking crazy ideas and just fucking goes along with it. Dog.
Listen,
like,
the only thing
she don't try to force other people.
The only thing that Lauryn Hill has done is her miseducation of Lauryn Hill, the Fugees, and If I Ruled the World. Other than that, can't give her nothing else. I'm like, yo, your time is running out. You need to drop something else, like another heat. Some heat.
Come on, dog.
Nah, man.
Come on.
That's bullshit. Like, you know why I'm tight?
Let
me tell you why I'm tight. Because I've gone to 2 Lauryn Hill concerts, dog, and I almost knocked somebody out because I was waiting so long for this fucking lady to come out on stage. They said 9:30, dog, and it was damn near 1 a.m, and she was barely like. And then she came out, she wasn't even hitting her notes. Don't do that. Don't Mariah Carey me, because you're not there yet.
Oh shit, dog.
Anyway, but we're talking about Kanye, dog. We're going off subject. We're talking about Kanye. These last 3 projects that he's dropped, and to be quite honest with you, outside of the Pusha T album, and for me, the Pusha T album it's okay, but these other 2,
the best part of the Pusha T album, man, was the beef.
Yeah,
and I mean, we're not gonna get into that because we're late as fuck on that. But the best part of the album, I mean, the album wasn't bad. I listened to the Pusha T album. It was good. The Daytona album was kind of dope, but it wasn't like crazy fire. Yeah. You know.
Well, the best thing that I'll be honest with you, the best thing that Kanye has done these last few weeks was pimp out Kim to fucking Trump, dog. That's the only thing that I could give this man credit for. That's the only fucking thing that I can give him credit for.
Get the licky
Get the
with the sticky.
licky on my blicky. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. It's funny that you mentioned that because guess what I was listening to on Saturday myself?
Tekashi 6ix9.
I was listening to Tekashi 6ix9. I was listening to that Tati. And yo, I'm not gonna lie, man.
That's what I was listening to. That shit is fucking ridiculous, dog.
You gotta.
I'm telling you, Ep. I kind of hate myself for it, Ep. But I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance. I always talk shit about it, and I've listened to like 1 or 2 songs. I was driving down to Covina, and I was just like, come on, man. I got to give it a shot.
It's your people, man. He's your people.
Oh, man.
But
I'm embarrassed, dog.
There's other Mexicans you need to be embarrassed about. Tekashi probably ain't the worst.
You know what? I had to like listen to some Big Pun after to like
just to balance it out.
Wash my sins clean. Wash my sins clean. I had to do something else.
You gotta be like super hip hop and shit. Like, yo, I gotta go buy a vinyl.
I listened to some Biggie and I listened to some Big Pun. I was like, all right.
I need to go get some spray cans, and I need to go get me some Adidas shell toes,
a backpack,
and a Rockets t-shirt. Like, okay, cool. I feel better now. But man, I'm not gonna lie, dog. I'll tell you this much: that guy has found a formula, and it is working for him. Because we've been talking about this fucking clown for like the last year almost now. It feels like. We were talking shit like this guy's gonna die out, blah blah blah, and he drops a single, drops another single, and he is using that social media to a T. Like man, that guy stays in the news. And the biggest one this week was, they wouldn't let him perform at Summer Jam.
Yeah, because he's got like a embargo on the Barclays Center, and they're banning him from the Barclays essentially.
Wait a minute,
in New York.
Why? Oh, that whole shooting incident, right?
Yeah, it's because of that gunplay incident.
Oh shit.
Yup.
Well, there's a video of him trying to get in the arena, and they're like, nah, nope. You got it. Sorry.
Hey, we're good over here.
We're good over here. And
on our end, we're good.
We're straight. You know, it's funny because they were showing videos of like Funk Flex playing music, and they're playing his music at Summer Jam. And people are going nuts.
Well, because he was supposed to headline, right? Or something like that.
I don't know, bro. But all I know is that
they canceled on him or something, I think. I don't know, man. But
Ebro was out here clowning the shit out of this man.
Good. What was he saying?
He was kind of clowning him like, yo, this motherfucker was trying to come into the show wearing makeup, trying to look different. And we're like, we know that's you. And they wouldn't let him in. They wouldn't let him in. They would not let him in. And he kept saying it's because of his mouth, because he talks too fucking much.
He had a fake beard with that spearmint gun to get it fucking stuck on there.
Got that fucking
Man,
James Harden beard.
Fake
and shit.
nose.
Fake nose. The Humpty Dance nose.
Yeah, he's got a fake
the
nose.
digital underground nose with the glasses. And the beard.
He was wearing a trench coat. He was on top of someone else's shoulders.
He's like, blicky blicky, slicky on my sticky. What?
Damn it!
Anyway, man, listen. All I can say is, as whack as I mean, you know what? I can't even say the kid's whack, dog, because I'm listening to his fucking music, so it's doing something to a degree. I mean, shit. Watch that guy win a Pulitzer, and we'll see what's up, dog. Like, yo,
I hope not. I hope not.
6ixtysomething with the fucking Pulitzer Prize award and shit.
He ain't Kendrick, man. But
oh shit.
Oh man. Anyway, man, I like I said, I feel like disgusted in myself that I actually like that shit. But what are you gonna do? What you gonna do?
You can't really do much. You gotta just say you rock with it, man. There's a lot. First of all, there's a lot of music that I question myself sometimes, and I kind of say the same thing. What are you gonna do? The fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna listen to this shit. Okay, you throw on some Ace of Base. Listen, some shit might go down. You know what I mean?
God damn it.
You know what I'm talking about? Yes, don't front. Don't fucking front. Sometimes, what you gonna do?
Of course I do. Of course I do. You know who my brother is? Of course I do.
Yes, the Smiths legend.
Come on.
The Smiths #1 fan.
The Smiths and KRS-One simultaneously somehow.
Oh shit! Imagine that mashup, like Jay-Z and fucking what was it? What was that one group?
R. Kelly?
No, dog, like the Incubus, dog. Jay-Z and Incubus. Do a fucking a Smiths and what's it called? Rakim mashup collab.
No thanks, I'll pass.
Yo, your brother might have a heart attack.
It just fucking fates.
Shit. Oh man. But yeah, man. So what else has been bubbling on the news and Twitter sphere, Vic?
Well, I mean, this doesn't have to do with news, but I went to the Playboy Jazz Fest this weekend, Eb.
Oh shit, yo, those are always lit at the Hollywood Bowl.
And Eb, I am still fucking sore from climbing up that fucking hill. Dog, I still feel my bones, dog. But once we got to our seats, dog, that thing, it was like the best experience I've had in a long time. I feel like there's been so much like garbage music I've been listening to that this kind of like reminded me, like, okay, music can still be very good. And one of the things, Eb, one of the things that I found very interesting, Eb, was there wasn't a whole lot of European Americans to fuck it up.
Really?
It was just a whole bunch of black and brown people having a good old time, and the police didn't even get called, dog. There was ooey in the air like nobody's business.
Really?
Fucking fedoras everywhere. It was crazy, dog. It was crazy. Like, I thought everyone was Cuban there, dog.
The fedoras were in full effect.
Many hats. Yeah, as many hats with
a feather
with
sticking
those
out?
black bands around the top.
Oh yeah.
I swear, dog. But it was dope. And on top of that, Anthony Hamilton, dog, he closed out the show. Ooh. And he did. I'm telling you, he did like the biggest wingman fucking job ever, dog. About half that crowd got some when they got home, dog, for sure.
What happened? Explain.
Dog, the ladies, dog, they were dripping wet.
Panty dropper.
Dog, the ladies were going nuts, dog.
I bet.
It was crazy, dog. He was dope, though. He was dope. But man, hey, that shit was a great time, dog.
Yeah. Did you partake in any of the la? Huh?
I didn't, man. I didn't because I was driving. So I didn't want to, you know, I wanted to be straight, not fucking wreck my car. haven't smoked in forever. So I don't want to. I don't want to be like on fucking Mars, dog, and
on Mars
driving my. Yeah, I don't want to be behind the wheel, dog, and thinking I'm somewhere else.
It never stopped you before, Victor. It definitely hasn't.
Yes, it has, dog. No. Don't even be putting it out there like I'm out there in the streets, dog, like a scumbag, dog. Don't even, dog.
But that's fucking dope, dog. I know the Playboy Jazz Festival is super lit. I know it's all, but yo, that fucking hill at the Hollywood Bowl is fucking ridiculous. That and going to a Dodger game, it's like I swear you have to be in shape. So I could just imagine once you got up that fucking hill, you're like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like, no, I'm done. Like,
we're sitting down.
We're not leaving till this shit is closed.
Well, the thing is, here's the worst part. For anybody that hasn't gone to the Hollywood Bowl, the parking there is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's stacked parking, which means
they park behind you.
Means they park behind you and in front of you. And you ain't leaving until the person in front of you or behind you leaves, and you can wiggle around.
That, dog. Fuck that. That is my worst fucking nightmare. I hate that shit.
We just kicked it in the Hollywood Bowl for a while, dog. We just literally kicked it there for like an hour and a half, and we're like, all right, we can go now.
That's when you should have smoked. You should have smoked while you waited for people to leave.
Nah, dog. I can't, dog. Not when I'm driving, dog.
Best when you're driving.
Always when you're driving.
Only when you're driving.
Eb's out here scumbagging it up.
Nah, man, I couldn't do that. I don't even know what would happen if I did. I would probably not drive. I would probably just sit in my truck.
And with that traffic?
Oh God.
Nah.
Yeah, man, you're right.
Nah, son.
You know what?
No way. There's no way I can navigate that.
Like, especially up like Cahuenga and all that shit. Like, you're trying to come back down Mulholland. Oh, dog, no.
Yup.
Fuck all that.
No.
I can't. You're right. I know. I'm thinking about it. Like, you need to be in the best mental state possible to drive and get the fuck out of there. Because you like damn near get anxiety just sitting there. Especially like if you're like, yo, I want to get the fuck out of here, and you can't. That's got to be the worst. Because Dodger Stadium is like that for like during, especially right now with this whole July 4th Independence Day coming up. They always have that July 4th game. Yo, the fucking traffic there is it's outrageous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, yep.
And it gets to a point where you literally just have to sit in your car, in your truck, and you just need to wait because you're not going nowhere. Like, you can literally turn your car on and just stay there. And you might as well just
burn some gas.
Yeah, you might as well just fucking wait a good 30 to 45 minutes for it to clear out.
Yep.
But that's not lit.
But Eb, so you were telling me, Eb, before we forget, you were telling me that you went to something that was super dope.
No, the dopest shit.
And we gotta let the people know.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, if you are out in Los Angeles, if you're visiting, or even if you're out here and you listen to the show, Beyond the Streets, LA is currently popping off. It's an exhibit, and all it is graffiti and street art. And when I tell you, Vic, this is probably one of the best exhibits I've ever been to. And when I say ever, I literally mean ever. Like, I've been to, street art and graffiti exhibits before. But yo, this one took the fucking cake. Like, usually you go through an exhibit for just about anything, you can probably knock it out in 30, maybe 40 minutes. If you really stretch it out and you really start reading when you go to these exhibits and they write some shit, like, no one reads it. No one ever really reads it. But if you're actually there reading this shit, like, you might be able to squeeze out 40 minutes out of the exhibit. But this one, it's fucking humongous. It's off of Main Street, towards the end part of downtown Los Angeles, around Chinatown. Okay. So where Hill Street, right before you get to Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
You pull off there, you hop on Main. It's literally maybe 3 blocks from there. So it's in that industrial part of Chinatown where all them old ass buildings.
We're a direction podcast now. We're giving directions.
It's sponsored by Waze. Anyway, so what they did is they got all them big ass this huge industrial building, and they just fucking flooded it with nothing but graffiti and street art, dog. And I'm talking about like old school cats, like you got Saber, Risk, all these old ass tagging crews, and just like even new ones, bro. And I'm telling you, man, it is fucking dope as fuck. They had this one room that was mad psychedelic, like super psychedelic. And I walked in, and I swear to God, they were playing Pablo Moses when we got in there.
Shut the fuck up,
dog. And everything was neon. Everything was neon, and it was all neon green, orange lights, bro. And they tagged the shit out of that. They had another exhibit that was like an old school hip hop record, like a warehouse almost, basically. You know, they just sell vinyls essentially, like almost like an old store that would sell vinyls, like a record store in New York. And the whole place was all tagged up. They had old like 1980 hip hop vinyls everywhere. They had old school fucking comic books, like the first Punisher. Like, man, that shit was fucking dope. And it was huge, man, fucking huge. And it took us about an hour and 20 minutes to get through it, legit. Yeah. And at the end, when you finally get outside, they have a replica of what Venice Beach used to be back in like the late 80s. Like they had the benches that were all tagged up with all these big ass pieces. Yo, that shit was fucking dope, bro. I'm telling you, it was fucking lit. Dang. So if you're out in LA, or if you just want to you want to just do something dope, I believe they're gonna be running it for about another month and a half. It's called Beyond the Streets LA. It's off of Main Street. I'm telling you, it is worth the money, bro. I'm telling you right now, it is worth the money. And not only that,
damn, I might have to check that out.
Yeah, not only that, the girl at the end, when she said, "Oh, how'd you like it?" It was, "Oh man, it was amazing." She's like,
big ass. She had a big ass girl at the end.
Nah, she did. She actually, she had a Jerry curl. I'm not gonna lie, she had a Jerry curl in her hat. Shit. Yeah, no, she wasn't. Nah. I think she might have been checking out my wife, to be honest with you. That's neither here nor there. But at the end, she was like, "You know what? There's another exhibit across the street that's free, and it's not as big, but it's a lot of just huge pieces. Like dudes just fucking blasting their name everywhere." But we were fucking tired, man. So we were just like, "Nah, man, let's go." But if you have a chance, man, you have to go. You have to check it out. Even on Instagram, check it out, Beyond the Streets LA, man. It is a fucking amazing exhibit, and I'm not one for art like that, so if I'm telling you, trust me, that shit was off the chain.
Dang.
Yeah, man.
I think, Eb, we would be missing out a whole lot if we didn't talk about something that's near and dear to both of our hearts.
What's that? And
that is seeing LeBron James go out like a straight fucking hoe.
Like a bitch. Dog, literally, that should be the name of the Warriors. The name of the Warriors should be "I'm gonna get you, sucker," because that's all they're doing is they straight getting you like a punk bitch that you are. Listen, Vic, you know this. I like LeBron James. I like him as an individual. I like him as a person. Yeah. I think he's a great philanthropist. I guess he's a pretty decent role model. I don't know what his personal life is. At the very least, we haven't found any of the dirt. That Nike money must run real deep, because we haven't found any skeletons in this guy's life or in this guy's closet.
Scrubs them closets clean, really clean.
Although, and I don't know how you feel, but I feel like there's something there, but it's just not gonna come out because he has that type of bread, and it probably won't come out till later. But at the very least, there is no drama, no bullshit. So as a man, as a person, and the role model that he is for kids, I gotta respect it. He's a pretty dope person. Yeah. As a fucking basketball player, he's a fucking bitch. And what makes it worse is you fucking LeBron James dick riders. Yo, how many times do people need to tell you that dick riding is the worst form of transportation? Because you fucking, you know what? I think it's him. It's him, because he makes it worse. Dog. His flopping, his bitch assness, his I'm a fuck,
his crying.
Oh, I could play for the fucking Browns. No, you can't, bitch. You can't play for no fucking Browns when you fucking getting poked in the eye, dog, acting like you just got your fucking half your face cut off. Okay. And so I don't know if it's that mixed with the fans who are like, yo, he is the GOAT, that fucking just riles me up when it comes to him and playing basketball. But
so I mean, let's put it to bed. He's lost 6 NBA finals.
6. Count them.
6.
Your GOAT
lost 6.
Your GOAT lost 6. My GOAT won 6.
Without losing. Look, Eb, I'm gonna be honest with all the LeBron fans, Look, he's a great player.
He is.
Absolutely phenomenal.
He is.
Basketball player.
Why can't we just leave it at that?
And the problem.
Why can't we leave it at that?
And the reason why people get upset with LeBron fans is because being top 5, being top 10 is not enough for them. Him being amongst the greatest basketball players, greatest athletes in the history of sports,
Definitely the greatest
is
athlete.
not enough for them.
Definitely the greatest athlete. Definitely the greatest athlete. Oh, I gotta tip my hat to that.
I mean, he ain't better than Bo Jackson, but that's a different story.
I mean, that might be a little debatable. Might be a little debatable, but still, the fact that you're even comparing him with the likes of Bo Jackson.
Look, but now after this finals, I for sure know that he's number 5 in my book at best. Because if we're going to history of the NBA, players that I would draft before him, he's 5 at best.
I mean, number 5. I don't know, Vic. You got to give him a little more credit.
Nah. Listen to this.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Jordan before him.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Magic before him. I'm gonna take Kareem before him, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna take Kobe before him.
Damn.
Because all those players have something in common. They have the killer instinct. They can lead their players to be. They can perform to their highest ability.
Right.
Not necessarily being in the best mood when they're doing it, but they can force their players to be top performing athletes to the best of their ability. LeBron James can't do that. LeBron James will try to do it on his own, and this is a team sport.
Yeah, and you know what?
He can't do it on his own.
You guys need to stop with these fucking stats, because all those fucking stats are just padded stats. They mean fucking nothing at the end of the game when it really counts. Like, yo, well, that's cool. He had a fucking bank shot against the fucking Pacers in game like 6 and shit when they're tied. That's great. But what does this fucking crab do when he's down 1 against the Warriors and he scored 51 fucking points? He made the great basketball play. No, you know what he did? He did the fucking basketball play that's gonna take any fucking scrutiny or any fucking liability away from him, which was, yo, this take it to the fucking rack. You have
Steph
Curry.
He had Steph Curry on him. He's got at least 100 pounds on him.
Easy.
At least.
And he's been doing this shit all night. And instead you want to pass the ball to George Hill? Get the fuck out of here. And he's done it so many fucking times, dog, that it seems like he just relies on someone bailing him out. Really bailing him out.
And to all you LeBron James dick riders that want to say, hey, Kobe got 2 championships riding, or 3 championships riding Shaq's coattails. Someone else helped him. Did we forget that Ray Allen, Jesus himself, and Kyrie Irving hit 2 very important shots to allow him to stay in to get the opportunity to win another title?
Let's not forget
that shit. Let's not forget
that Ray Allen shot only came because your GOAT missed a fucking shot that Chris Bosh had to get the rebound to and pass it out to Ray Allen, who had been working on that play since he started playing basketball. Okay?
Don't forget he had 3 turnovers in the last 5 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
That's right, Big. And listen, that you can't beat. I'm not gonna sit here and just say that, you know, championships make you a GOAT, blah blah blah. I get it.
No, of course
Bill
not.
Russell has 10. Yeah, I get it.
He has 11.
11.
He has 11.
Okay, that's cool. Listen, I understand that. That's great. That's awesome. Partly you're right. Okay, championships don't necessarily make you a GOAT. Yep. The difference is that Michael Jordan transcended the game of basketball. Okay, he literally made his players better. And when it came, like you said, Vic, to that killer instinct, who do I want the ball? Who do I want to give the ball to? Michael Jordan, or do I want to give it to LeBron James? Because if I give it to LeBron James, he might just give it up to someone else, so the blame doesn't fall on him when you don't win.
But here's the thing: when it comes to LeBron James, it's not necessarily about him losing the finals that doesn't put him up there. is the fact that the way he acts about losing the finals has a lot to do with how people perceive him. He cries and pouts and makes excuses. The cramps, the now what feels like a broken hand, which was a bone contusion after all, which means a bruise. He had a bruised paw. Oh, let me roll out the fucking sympathy wagon. Get the fuck out of here, LeBron. It's ridiculous, Ed. It's ridiculous, and I got to do my yearly tradition where I laugh at LeBron going off the court as he loses another NBA Finals. It feels good, Ed. I love it. I love to be able to do that. I hope I get to do it again next year. Now, the problem is that next year, he might be playing for the Lakers. I
hope not.
And it's gonna fucking... It's gonna tear me apart. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
But really quick, before we go to that, I want to know what the fuck are you guys gonna do? You LeBron fucking you LeBron dick riders, you LeBron lovers. What are you going to do? You LeBron apologists? Because I hear a lot of that. I don't hear a lot of like, oh, he's a fucking. Yo, he's out here. He's taking, like, all I hear is a bunch of apologists. Oh, well, LeBron doesn't have any help. And shut the fuck up, okay? Like, what are you gonna do when this guy
picked this team?
Yes, I know that.
Twice this season.
And about to be three times in like a year and a half. Like, what are you gonna do? Seriously, what are you gonna do when he goes to the West and he doesn't even smell the Western Conference Finals? What are you gonna like? Where's all that GOAT talk gonna be? Because I can guarantee you, if LeBron was in the West, he ain't making it to no 8 straight finals. He played against the fucking Raptors. The Raptors.
Eb, I've been on record for a very long time. Much longer than you've had this new change of heart with LeBron James and opening your eyes to his bitch assness.
Yes. I'm a believer.
I've been on record saying that if he didn't play in the East, that there's no way he even comes close to the NBA Finals as many times as he has.
Absolutely.
Now, credit to him that he does his job and he beats the opponents in front of him, but it's a strategic move, and we can't pretend like it's not.
Yeah, no, you know what else is strategic? Is going to the Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade, who literally had just won a championship a few years before that, and then brought Chris Bosh, another a 9-time All-Star forward. Like, yo, what do you call that? Where the fuck were you guys at when Dirk Nowitzki was playing with JJ fucking Barea and Caron Butler, and he got in that ass?
Was it Justin Chandler? No, Jason Chandler?
Tyson fucking Chandler.
Tyson Chandler.
Fucking Chandler.
Jesus Christ.
And he fucking smoked the Miami Heat. Where was it? Oh, they need time to gel. And get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Just say what it is. LeBron James is a great player. He is not the greatest fucking player. Yep. Okay? And
he's up there though.
And I you know what the problem is with that. Like, why do you want to compare him to the greatest player of all time? And they're like, oh, it took Michael Jordan 10 years and it took him 6 years. Yeah, well, okay, whatever. However long it took him, but when he got there, guess what? Oh, but the competition. Shut the fuck. When was the last time did he beat an 80 win team? He was the 80 win team.
Yeah.
How about that? He set the fucking benchmark. Oh, well, he had Dennis Rodman. Old ass Dennis Rodman. He wasn't Dennis Rodman with the Pistons. Ron Harper? Really? You want to throw Ron fucking Harper in the mix? You want to throw Horace Grant? Get the fuck all the way out of here. I can't deal with this shit, Vic.
Kukoc.
Fucking Tony. Oh, well, Tony Kukoc. Shut up. Luke Longley, Will Perdue, BJ Armstrong. Come on.
Paxton.
Oh my God.
Get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous, Eb. It gets annoying.
Yeah.
That's what it gets, and that's why they get such harsh reactions, because they're not satisfied with people just saying, you know what, he's a great player.
Yeah. He's no longer in the MJ discussion. He is in that Wilt Chamberlain discussion now, where Yeah, he's a great player, but he's not the greatest player. Simple as that.
He would have to look. He would have to, Ed. He would have to win 7 rings, God. In my opinion, to change my mind.
I can't do that because those 7 rings might come with him playing for the fucking Spurs and getting like Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard. Like,
if he goes to the Spurs, I wouldn't feel that bad. But if there's been whispers, Ed, that if KD decides that he needs to leave Golden State, that he's just gonna swoop up on LeBron.
Nah. Yo, if LeBron went to the Warriors,
I don't know, man.
Done. I can't give that guy no credit after that. None, dog. I could not. Even these LeBron apologists, there's no way that they can even they couldn't even put him in the conversation with Michael Jordan. You had to play for 3 separate teams, and each team you had to physically like pick and choose which players you wanted to actually play with. No, get out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Nope.
Oh man.
So LeBron James, listen, arrivederci, because you're leaving Cleveland. You got bounced out of the finals. Goats don't get swept. That just doesn't happen. You know what goats do, Vic? They do the sweeping. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They don't get swept.
Yeah.
So he's out of the conversation in my book, man. 3-6, Dunzo.
Yeah, man. And like I said, it brought a big smile to my face.
I know you were so excited.
I enjoyed it very much.
Your brother.
I had a good weekend.
Your brother's Facebook page was lit, dog. Lit. I went to it and he put up something about LeBron, and I was like, I thought he reposted it. I was like, yo, this shit got like, she got like 200 fucking comments. I was like, what the fuck?
Dog, there was dudes on there, Eb, and I think I commented something like this. There was dudes on there caping like they had fucking stock in LeBron James.
Oh fuck.
And I was just like, nah, man, hey, you need to chill, because like this shit's getting out of hand with your
yeah, you sound a little suspect.
silliness.
This just sounded suspect. Yeah, I read some of those comments, and I was like, God damn, you did your homework. You sure got him on deck. It sounded like you got him in your BlackBerry, just ready to fucking. You want to have a sparring match, huh? About who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron?
And they always try to twist it to, oh well, he's better than Kobe Bryant, you Laker fans.
Hey, you can't talk shit.
All right, even if that's the case, he ain't better than Michael Jordan. How about that?
He definitely ain't better than the Lakers' 16 rings. You better ask somebody. You know what it is.
Dog. You know what? I just realized right now, Em. You've done it. It doesn't make me cringe anymore when you say stuff like that. You've officially worn me down. I guess the fight is over. I guess I can't fight it anymore.
Yeah, you know what it is. Like a gang on day.
I hate it, dog. I hate it.
Oh man. Well, anyway, man. Yeah, fuck it. LeBron James, you're a good person. You're a fucking bitch ass basketball player though, because I can't Vic, yo, I can't stand watching a 6'8", 285-pound like linebacker. That's what he is, dog. He's like a linebacker getting slapped around by a fucking point guard. I can't do it. Like seriously, I watch it and it makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me sick to my stomach how this guy's complaining. His fucking. I'm gonna
end this with something that's maybe a little controversial about LeBron James. He's a great athlete. I've said that. He's a really great basketball player. I've said that. With all that said, he might be the biggest waste.
Whoa!
Of athletic talent. Because he doesn't have the mental aspect of it. Because if he had the mental aspect of it, Ed, he'd be the greatest basketball player of all time.
I know.
That's all I'm going to say.
I know what you're trying to say. And I agree with you to a certain degree. However, I can't be full-fledged with that, but I understand the sentiment. I understand what you're trying to say. And some people may not necessarily understand. But I can't go that far.
If he had half the mentality that Kobe had, he'd be the greatest basketball player of all time.
Imagine if he had that fucking killer instinct. You know who he is? He reminds me of less
Luke Longley.
No. Nah. Yeah, a funny story. I actually heard about Luke Longley today, but I'll get into that later. But he is a lesser version of Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, he is what you just described about LeBron James. Dwight Howard, you described Dwight Howard, not LeBron James. Dwight Howard.
I think I described LeBron James.
Dwight Howard is probably the biggest waste of physical talent because he does not have the mentality to match that. Imagine if he had an ounce of what Kobe has or of what Michael has. Imagine what kind of force that guy would be in the NBA, dog. That body, that big. Come on, Victor. Come on. And we said that shit when he played for the Lakers. He was oh my God, bro. It was almost like you wanted to like get the fuck off the court. Let me get on there real quick. Let me show you how to get these boards. Let me show you how to bang.
Let me show you some heart.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna show you how to get this rebound. Son.
That's all I can show you.
Let me show you how scrappy I am. Oh man!
But I think that's all we're gonna have for today, right?
Nah,
I don't think we have anything else.
It's time, Victor. Turn the keys. Turn the music up.
Keys?
Get your phone.
Oh, hit the app off.
Hit the app real quick. You know what I mean? Get the mints.
Oh shit!
Get the water bottle out. Make sure you spray the van. Make sure it smells good, because you know what time it is.
Time for the Uber corner.
Time for the Uber corner.
I have recently began to drive for Uber and Lyft, and it's just as wild as you would imagine. Like, it's just as weird and as fucking out there as you would imagine. And I just I wanted to tell the quick story about my first Friday night driving.
Okay, then. Let's get into it. Uber corner.
So as y'all would know and imagine, that Friday night for Uber drivers is pick up drunk people night. And this Friday night did not disappoint. I got a ping, and I went over to the local outdoors mall near me, and it was right at the TGI Fridays in that outdoor mall.
They had an outdoor mall out there?
Fridays.
You got an outdoor mall for tennis? Oh shit!
Yeah, man, we got an outdoor mall out here. But
y'all doing big things out there. Just got fresh water.
Yeah. So I pick up this young lady, and I've been playing pretty neutral music that most people wouldn't find offensive, or even if they didn't like it, they probably wouldn't care because it's probably gonna be a short ride.
Okay.
And the first thing that happens when this young lady jumps in my car is she drunkenly tells me, "I don't want to listen to sad music." And I'm, "No, this is not sad music." She's like, "Yes, it is. Can you turn it off?" I'm like, "All right." I turn it off.
Oh,
right?
God.
I turned it off, and within seconds of turning on the app and or not to starting the ride, she starts just spilling her guts. She's saying, she starts telling me, "I don't know if I'm ever gonna be happy again.
Oh my God.
I'm going through a breakup." And the whole time, man, I'm telling you, the whole time she's just like, and I'm just kind of like, fuck. So I'm following the GPS, and I'm like, "Oh, it happens." And she's like, "I just want to fuck him up." I'm just like, "Okay, don't do that. I would recommend you don't do that." Yeah. And she's she's like in between crying, she's like, "Make a left here, make a right here." So I'm like, "All right." And she starts like, I'm taking these pills, blah blah blah. She's like, "Can we stop at McDonald's because I have to buy my kid a Happy Meal?" And me being the dum-dum, I don't know what to do in this situation.
You'd be like, "Nah, that's just gonna be extra. You gotta add that extra. You gotta add the extra stop."
Well, it's running. The clock is running.
Oh, it's a meter. You know? It's not like
it's both. Yeah, it's both distance and time.
That sucks. Okay.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go into Jack in the Box because the McDonald's was closed. We go into Jack in the Box drive-through, and she orders her food, of course, drunkenly and kind of obnoxiously.
Let me get a sourdough Jack.
Exactly. So anyway, the guy's very patient, like cool. We pull up to the window, you know, take the payment, and as she's getting her food, she's like, "Hold on, wait," and she like looks at all her food, and she's like, "Oh, you gave me regular fries instead of curly fries," which I don't remember if she ordered. But the dude was like. The dude was really cool about it. He's like, "Oh, well, I think you ordered regular." And she's like, No, I ordered curly fries for sure. He's like, "Hey, relax. We'll get you some curly fries." And she's still being obnoxious and like, no. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like, he's gonna give us some curly fries. Like, just give him a second. The dude closes the door. And he looks at me as he gives me the fries, the curly fries. And he gave him for free. You know, he gave her some free fries. He looks at me and he kind of looks like, "Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got to drive this woman home."
Say what it is, Vic. Say what she is.
Nah, she was just like obnoxiously drunk. That's all I'm going to say.
Sounds like a word that I would use.
So,
whatever. Go ahead. So
anyway, we pull off and I drive her home, and right when I'm dropping her off, she's like, "I'm gonna be happy, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, probably." She's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna give you your tip on the app, okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right." Guess what, Ev?
Give you no fucking tip.
No tip.
Bitch.
Got no fucking tip.
So use the
didn't even get a rating. Didn't even get a fucking rating.
Use the word that you should have used when I told you to use it, which was, "I'm sorry you gotta drive this crazy bitch around."
I'm not gonna say that. That's your words, not mine. I'm a classy gentleman.
I honestly thought this was gonna end up with you getting some like mad toppy dog and eating her sourdough Jack.
Drinking the strawberry Fanta with like the dew falling off on her face, dog.
You just eating her food, dog. Talking about like, "Yeah, you gonna be happy." And you steal her kid's toy, dog. From like, y'all gonna keep this.
Mine now. It's my mascot.
Oh man, that is fucking funny, dog. And that was what, like night one, like first Friday.
That was the first Friday, yeah.
Wow, fuck, yo. I would you know, Victor, I commend you, bro, because I know that you're gonna have stories galore, and I am very excited. And this right here, man. You should have emailed her like, "Hey, where's my fucking tip, bitch? Where's my rating?
Where's my cut of the curly fries?"
Oh shit. Oh man, well, you know, real quick,
and that's gonna be our episode, man. That's gonna be our episode.
Hold on, man.
Hold on. What?
So listen, the funny thing about this is I haven't even ever driven an Uber. I haven't been in an Uber in California ever. And you just started driving Uber, and the funny shit is I literally just took my first Uber last week.
Oh shit.
And
how was the experience, Ed? 5 stars?
Listen, I gave him 5 stars only because I was like, "Yo, this guy's trying to make a living." But to be honest with you, the guy wasn't nice. He wasn't anything. He was a straight paisa, like straight Mexican to the core, dog. The minute I walked in there, it smelled like cactus, and he was playing like, he had the jams. It was like, I should have known, because when I was outside waiting and I heard the thumping of the polka music, I was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh." The man pulled up in a lime green.
Is that an accordion?
Yeah, he pulled up in a lime green Yaris, And I was like,
no.
Yeah. He had his kids lined up in the front dashboard, all pictures. He had the Virgin Mary hanging, and it smelled like that water, dog. That water that you spray during mass and shit. It smelled very fresh.
Your haircuts or what?
Basically, dog. Basically, it is. And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And dog, he looked at me like, "Don't you say another fucking word in my car." And I just fucking looked down, dog, and he took me, and I looked up, like, yeah, this is me. And he looked at me like, get the fuck out of my car. And I was like, all right, dog.
I don't get that, dog. I don't get it.
Hey, listen, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I was just very quiet.
Look, man,
very quiet.
Here's the thing. Everyone's entitled to have a bad day, right? But you got to be professional, man. I know this is like a I'm driving my own car type of deal. Yeah. But you got to be professional.
I don't know, man. Listen, all the Ubers that I've driven in, or that I've been in other states, have been awesome. Mm-hmm. I got into this one, and I was like, I never want to get my truck fixed ever again. Like, never. But anyway.
I hope my car never breaks down.
But yeah, man, that was Uber Corner. And listen, Victor, that was lit. I like that. I think we need to make this a regular thing.
I'll try, man. I mean, I have a couple other things that happen, but
that means we'll save those for later, man. Content for the next couple of weeks.
We got content on top of content on top of content, but that's gonna be it for us this week. You can go ahead and find us on social media, buffet_boys on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find us on our website, buffetboyspodcast.tk, because we can't afford the .com yet still.
Maybe soon. Maybe soon.
Maybe soon. But, you can also find us on urbanmogullife.com. And yeah, man, hey, we're back. It feels good.
That's right.
And let the people know, Eb.
Listen, we had to shake off the rustiness. You know what I mean? It took Vic a couple tries to get all that out, but he got it out. That's all that matters. And yeah, man, listen, you know what it is. Find us on the UML network. Big shout out to Poindexter and everybody over there, at the Urban
Big
Mobile
Chris,
Life headquarters, the Sweats and Suits podcast, and all the other dope shows out there. Yeah, man, listen, we're going to be back next week, as always. Podcasting for the culture, bringing more knowledge for your brain, more culture for your soul, and more bullshit for your week. It's your boy, the Salvadoran Sensation, Eb.
It's your boy, Vic.
Peace.